were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes.
So, for example, if you were in the construction industry, you might well have been making six figures
Oh,
in
sure.
05 and 06 and even early 07. But then something out of your control happened. The housing market collapsed,
Right.
and that had to do with countrywide mortgage, basically throwing mortgages out to whoever had a pulse.
Yeah.
And
Fannie and Freddie Mac.
and then you can't pay your bills.
No.
And a couple months later, you lose your job. A couple months later, you're out of money, and unemployment only covers so much. You could lose your house. It's a horrible time. So many good people have gone down in this, and right now, I believe that a lot of those people are going to be eager to get out and vote, as if anything, just sort of like their statement about what the last few years have been like for them. And there are other problems that people don't get to put on graphs in the newspaper. For example, there are people who are employed, but they're not making money. If you're in sales, it's tough to make that sale.
Oh my.
Then there's another issue. There's collections. It's a trickle-down thing. The clients or the customers you have can't pay their bills to you because people aren't paying bills to them.
Right. You're not
So,
spending money.
yeah. And they're not, if you do make the sale in the first place, it's not good. It's not good. So you hear people say things like the recession ended in June of 2009.
Yeah. What?
To an economist, maybe, but in reality, no. They're not talking to real people.
Boy,
Oh, we could talk
Yeah,
about
I
the
know.
governor's race all day. I personally believe that on the national scene, the most interesting governor's race is Bob Ehrlich versus O'Malley in the state of Maryland. Because what's going on is you have a very, very liberal state, Maryland, very blue, about as blue as you're going to get outside of California and New York.
I agree.
And D.C. And you had a governor, Martin O'Malley, who was elected and took over for Bob Ehrlich a few years back. And Ehrlich did a good job. He was a Republican governor of Maryland, which was unusual, but he did a good job, and the people liked him. However, he wasn't going to get reelected strictly because he was a Republican in Maryland. O'Malley wins, comes in, institutes one of the largest tax increase in the history of the state. Employment goes down. The companies are chased out. BP Solar leaves. He just created havoc. Created havoc, and he's done a terrible job as governor. So now it looks like Bob Ehrlich stands a chance in a blue state yet again.
Yeah.
And so it's very interesting. Now there are a lot of factors here, and a lot of people are keeping their eye on how Bob Ehrlich would do in Prince George's County, Maryland, which is majority African American.
Right.
They're still blaming everything on Bush. They're killing themselves by doing that, and it's wrong on so many levels, because what they're saying is, hey, we've largely been in power for a few years here, but it's still George Bush's fault. We don't own it. There's no question what the lead issue of this election is. There are other issues, but 90% of it right now is the economy, which economists are saying is back on track. I don't buy that. The Tea Party has been, I'd say, the biggest political movement I've seen in my lifetime. It's very exciting for a lot of people. We have the right to come out here and do these rallies and go door to door, and we have the right to tell our government that they're messing up. And a lot of educators believe that the problem starts at home. A lot of these kids, not stupid kids, just misguided kids. And so when you have someone who's an adult role model helping to guide them, a mentor, saying don't drop out of school, don't listen to the other guys, do your homework, set your goals, get to a good college, get your degree, become a heart surgeon, whatever your skill is.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. That's so valuable, because
It truly
the
is.
dropout rates in this country, I think, are criminal. I think they're criminal. In Baltimore, the public schools dropout rate is 70%. That's criminal.
That is criminal.
Yeah.
It truly is.
And so the Democrats just want to keep throwing money at it. They throw money at it. The unions absorb the money.
Yeah.
The kids never benefit from it.